A warm welcome from the Bloomington Historical Society. The Bloomington Historical Society has a presence on the internet and in social media that brings local history to you in a variety of ways. This video will tell you about the website, introduce you to the general content and what some interesting pages might look like here, and also we're going to share some tips about navigating this site. The first question you may have is, how do you find the Bloomington Historical Society website? One way to get here is to type in bloomingtonhistoricalsociety.org to the browser address bar. After you've been here a time or two, your browser will remember and auto-complete that. Another way to find us, though, is on Google. If you go to Google and if you search for Bloomington Historical Society, you will see that our website shows up at the top of the list of links. So it's not hard to find the Bloomington Historical Society website. Once you find our website, you have the gateway at your fingertips for other information about the Old Town Hall Museum, which is operated by the Bloomington Historical Society, and also social media links. And we'll get to how to find those in the website shortly. Let's take a look at the main page. As we scroll down the main page, the first thing we see after an interesting historical photo is the search bar. The search bar is actually very useful to find things at our website. For example, if you wanted to learn about Gideon Pond, you can enter that in the search bar. Click on search this site, and we will come up with links to some pages within our website that have information about Gideon Pond. So going back, continuing our tour, the next section is a news section where some of the exciting things from the last few months or past year are shown there, including here would be a link to the newsletter, the BHS newsletter, which you could click on and read. Coming back to the main page and continuing further, we highlight a few things that are kind of new, and then we come down into some topics that are frequently sought by people coming to our website. First of all, information about the Old Town Hall Museum is here, and we can get to that page by either clicking on the picture here or clicking on the link here. I'll give it a try by clicking that link on that picture, and this gives you information about the museum and the events that we have scheduled at the museum. Also on this museum page is information about the online museum collection. So when we come down here and we see the Minnesota Collections link, this is how we can get to a place. I am not a robot, and I am confirming that. You can get to a place where you can search for items in the collection. For example, let's look for, I know that there's an interesting top hat. There we go. We see a number of items that relate to top hats, including this interesting top hat. Let's look at more details about this, and we will see that this is a beaver skin top hat. And as you can see, you can retrace my steps on your own to this page and read more about it. This will be an item that is available, and the finding number is 1966.022. So if you're In the museum, on a day when a person familiar with our inventory system is hosting, you could even ask about how to take a look at this in person. So I'm going to go back now, retrace my steps back to the website. What else you can find at this museum page is important address and phone number information to ask about us. The hours are posted here. And if you want to navigate, there's a Google Map link that you can click on, and you can be navigating to Old Town Hall Museum in no time. Let's go back to the home page and clear out some of these tabs. Continuing further down, we have some interesting offers to show your Bloomington history spirit. We have collected a number of popular links in the Kickstart section. The first one mentioned here is the In the Media page. And on the In the Media page, we have featured links to stories that were at newspapers, at news networks, at YouTube, regarding some aspects of local history through the years. And so this is a fun page to browse and click on and play some of these videos. We have the oldest videos that we have are in the days of the super flood in 1987. You can see some of the digitized copies of some newscasts that were going on during the 1987 mega flood. So that's one of the very popular links on our website. Another very popular one, and we draw this information by use of Google Analytics, is the 100 historic sites. The Bloomington 100 historical sites is a list that was begun by a local historian in 1960s, and we use his numbering scheme, but have added some new ones to that. But we do also have some map links here, so you can click on these map links if you want to navigate to the sites of these historic sites. It turns out this is a very popular page with the people who visit our website. And part of the reason is that it has so many sites that actually match a lot of Google searches. So Google often brings people to that page directly on certain searches. Let's talk about navigation. The menu is on the side of the page, as you can see. The top link always takes you back to the home page, the front page. Then underneath it, we have a few different submenus that are interesting. About BHS has some contact information. That museum page link is there. We describe some exhibits in this menu choice. A little bit about our organization and our mission, and this is also where you can get to that BHS in the media page if you're not using the link at the bottom of the front page. Then let's look at Get Involved. Get Involved gives you some information about becoming a supporting member or signing up to help with some rewarding volunteer tasks that you may wish to do, or to donate, either to donate artifacts to our museum or to contribute funds to us. We are a volunteer-run organization, and we do need your financial support to support the things that we do. The collections menu will then describe a few of our prized collections, including a dugout canoe that was preserved by the Bloomington Historical Society and is present in the museum today. Heritage links have some interesting history that was gathered quite a while ago, because this website actually has been in place for 2 decades at this point. The history links are a fun place to go to read about the history of Bloomington. So we have a link to those historic sites page that I showed you before. Following down, we have a number of other links that will be very interesting reading. The archive link takes you to a documents archive, which is a place where we have come up with an organizing way to keep some digital photos and documents, and invite you to take a look through those following a 4-step process. And the references page is a good place to get some ideas for further reading about local history. We have a links page where we describe links to local history. So in the metro area, historical organizations are listed with their links there. Many of them are cross-linked to the Bloomington Historical Society, as we try to be collaborative member of the community of history enthusiasts throughout the metro area and the state. So a lot of other links there that will be interesting. Before we wrap up, a little bit about social media links. Now, once again, we'll scroll down to the bottom of the main page, and here's where you can get the link to our Facebook page and to our YouTube page. And so our Facebook page does not require login to see it. This is a look at our Facebook page. And our YouTube page is also available at this link. And we have a growing number of videos present there for you to see. We invite you to visit us on social media. Please follow us or like us there, and help us to be present in more feeds for more people. So you can help us. You can help spread the word and give publicity to the Bloomington Historical Society, and that's a very valuable way that you can help support us. So we thank you for that. This about wraps up what I had to tell you. I hope that this overview of the website is interesting to you and helpful. Thank you for watching.